Here I'm just opening the login screen for my program. It basically works by taking a username and then searching the database for it. Here is my main page with the different sections of my program. So you have the lab program, the practice, the student, the sound settings, and of course the leaderboards as well. So going into the practice section first, this practice section is basically set up for anyone who doesn't understand what the program is for or how it's used. This describes like bubble chambers and how they're used, and also describes how the keys for what the program should look like. So when you go into the turtle program, you can distinguish particles by their colors. So here's an example of what one should look like. Sometimes you have to click it twice. So here you can see, you know, with the curve, the magnetic field curving it, works perfectly, exactly what's expected, just to show off the different colors. So now here's the sound settings. These are basically for the user to start playing music and stop playing music whenever they want. So here you just tick the box and you press play, and it should play music there. Keeps playing music. You just
Audio Jungle.
And then once you untick the box and click apply, it should mute the music. There we go. So then onto the leaderboard section. This is basically it searches the database for the usernames and then places them here. It's pretty simple. Onto the lab mode, as that's the main part of the program. This lab mode basically works by changing the magnetic speed, the magnetic field, and the speed exerted on the particles to change the patterns you'll get from them. So the two sliders down here demonstrate that. So if you just go and click on any particle here, so here it should show, you know, different particles interacting with the magnetic field and then decaying as they come into the chamber. All the colours explain the different keys of how all of these different particles decay, and you know, so on. So once we're done playing with that, yeah, I can show you how to add new users. So this basically works when the database comes in and decides to when you want to add a new user, the database will scroll through the database, determine that the user does not presently exist, and then add the user with a new ID number.